Okay, let's do a role play. I'm Vanessa. I'm 31. I have a young son, and I'm French. And you're you.
Yep.
You're pharmacist Geoff.
Yep.
Okay. I have a small child. His name is Jacques, and I just want to let you know that my child has had lice twice, and now it's back again. Sit down, Jacques. Hi, my name's Tanya Hennessy. Welcome to the Awkward Ask. Today we're talking about head lice. Joined by very experienced Priceline Pharmacist Geoff.
Hi, I'm Geoff. I'm a Priceline pharmacist and very happy to be here with Tanya.
Oh my God, no one has ever said that. What is head lice?
Well, they're a little mite, bug, that lives in your hair, easily transferred between people. So they need to stay where it's warm. Particular head lice, they live on people's scalps. They can transfer between people, but mainly by touching or sharing caps, hats or brushes.
Tell me this, Geoff, how do you identify that you have head lice?
You can come into the pharmacy. It's what I used to have, or have had a lot, where parents will push their scratching kid in front of you and say, have they got head lice?
What would it possibly else be?
It can be dry skin, sometimes dandruff. Certain skin conditions can make people quite itchy. And then everyone gets itchy when you start talking about head lice.
So true.
The whole radius around the person, everyone starts scratching like that. You can't help it.
You can't help it.
No, but look, yeah, you can often see as well, depending on how much they've got, how many they have, I guess. And then there's some other things that you can do at home as far as, conditioning the hair, getting a head lice comb, which are very fine tooth comb.
But I feel like kids get head lice the most.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Well, yeah, that's what we see the most, but that's because kids are often,
Head to head.
Yeah, head to head or swapping caps or all those sorts of things at school.
So true, because as an adult, how often are you going, oh, hey, Geoff, do you want to share my bonnet? If my kid has lice, what are the chances of me, the parent, getting head lice as well?
Not great. I mean, they don't live off people for very long at all.
Okay.
And unless you are having close contact or you're swapping brushes or hats or those sorts of things, it would be unlikely. But the best thing would be to treat as quickly as possible.
So what are the options? We've got insecticides and then more natural applications.
Yeah, and so there's a few things. So you can get foams and shampoos. So the foams you can just put onto dry hair. Some of the shampoos, you slightly wet the hair. Make sure all the hair is covered, and then you comb that out.
Yep.
And then repeat that in 7 days. There are the ones that have tea tree oil in them and various things like that.
Yep.
And some people prefer those as an option to some of the other insecticides. And then you've got preventative treatments, so things that you spray into the hair to make it harder for the eggs to attach to the hair follicle.
It's so different now, I feel like. Is it easier, would you say, now?
You've got more options, yes. Yeah, and I think too that some kids have allergies as well, or you can react to certain things, so you've got to be mindful of that.
So say if I've already done 2 rounds of head lice treatments and my child still has head lice, what do I do?
Come and see your pharmacist.
Yep.
Bring in the treatment that you've used and then have a chat with us what other options that we might want to suggest, either a different active ingredient. And we'd probably want to have a chat with you about making sure, your technique about how to brush the hair or treat the hair and look for eggs or head lice is, you're across all of that as well.
Because the thing is they get resistant, don't they?
They can do, yeah. So you might keep using a treatment and it doesn't work. The eggs is where you generally fall over. So you will often kill the lice. Some lice get resistant to some of the insecticides. So if that's the case...
Isn't that annoying? It's like, what? Why?
Yeah. I know, it's frustrating. If that happens, we'll then come in with the bottle or the packet that you've used, and then we will choose a different active ingredient to try and minimise that resistance. So you normally do a week apart between first and second treatment, but you always want to check as well that any eggs are left over, because they are, the insecticides, still will not kill all the eggs, so they will hatch again after.
Ding ding, round 2.
Yep, and you're back again at the start.
I hear there's these really amazing new combs that are electronic. Tell me everything.
Well, they're a head lice comb, and you can put a battery in them, and so it creates a charge between the comb, so it is pretty cool, and then as you comb the lice out, it zaps them.
Stop! Why do we still have head lice? Like, why doesn't it just get eradicated?
Because I think it's quite easy for them to
bounce around.
Yeah. So I'm sure there's less. Like if you look back in 1800s. Those things, there was body lice, pubic lice, head lice. It was rife, a lot more than it is now, but it's just very, very hard to completely eradicate from people, because the eggs and those sorts of things, you think it's all done, and 4 days later it can be back.
Thank you so much for watching this week's episode of The Awkward Ask, talking all things head lice. Make sure you jump into your local Priceline pharmacy, talk to your pharmacist, and get everything sorted out, because it is bloody annoying. Cheers.
Cheers.
Well done. To head lice.
To lice.
To lice, not to life. You got gin in yours too?
I do, yep.